Hi there, it's Michael Pilarski, Friends of the Trees Botanicals, and here I am today with Feverfew at our farm in Chimicum. This is mid-June, and this is the first flowering. And so once we harvest, we'll be harvesting this probably in the next few days, or at least the next week, because then a lot more flowers will be open. We do it when there's lots of flowers. And we'll cut it relatively low, way down here somewhere, and so it's leaf and flower, and then it will regrow. I think we'll get I would think three, if not four cuttings a year on this one. So Feverfew is Tanacetum parthenium, and it's pretty well known in the medicinal field. It's very specific. A lot of times people recommend it for migraines. And also fever reduction. I must say though, having worked with this plant, it's one of the most, I would say, allergenic plants that I work with. Wormwood is another one that's really like that. But when you dry this and then I'm screening it, you can really start wheezing, and it can really affect you. I've had people that were cleaning it out or processing it for me that actually had to quit working because it was getting such a strong reaction. So don't be surprised if this kicks up your allergies, asthma kind of thing. So kind of be careful with it. It's a strong plant. It's easy to grow. In fact, it's too easy to grow. I consider it one of the weeds in the garden. It really likes to self-seed, and so if you're not a good weeder, you can end up with more than you want. We haven't really had a problem here. We're growing it in beds, and we haven't had a problem with it here, but I've seen it in other gardens where it's gotten away. So look at the size of this is one plant here coming out of a spot in the ground here. There's a couple of more there, but you can see there's a lot of stems. This is going to produce pounds of material from one plant. Of course, it's on the edge. Once you get to the other plants where they're more crowded, they're smaller. Edge plants tend to be the biggest plants of anything you grow, the ones that are on the edge. So easy to grow, be careful of the self-seeding, and you probably don't need much if you're growing your own, but we're doing it commercially, of course, so we do want a fair amount of it. So at any rate, it's easy to grow. It's nice to have herbs that are easy to grow, and but that don't get away from you. That's another nice thing. So anyway, good going, Feverfew. You're looking lovely.
And that's a Valerian behind us, not a Feverfew?
Yeah, this once again, we tend to grow things quite densely in our planting, and here's some volunteer Valerian and a volunteer elecampane. The elecampane is going to get quite big. The Valerian is going to give us a lot of seed. Here's a stake that this Valerian is actually tied up to, because Valerian tends to fall over during the seeding process, and so it would be good to actually get some more twine and tie up again. But it's leaning on the elecampane that helps give it some stability. But my goodness, we have really nice Valerian flowering this year in various places on the you can see some over there, for instance. But what's one of our crops. We sell a lot of Valerian root, but we sell a lot of Valerian seed as well. In fact, since we're right here, this is the Valerian root crop. This was transplanted from teeny little seedlings in spring, and by fall these will be really big, enormous plants, and we harvested after 1 year. So there's a several-year-old plant. These are the babies, but this is what we'll be harvesting for the root. Okay, a little side on Valerian.